So that race was set up kind of last minute. Calvo Viper was there. Obviously, at the time, Calvo in 2021 was super popular, and they are today still. But back then, they were really blowing up. And Justin had I believe it was Sissio performance built GTR, and he just pretty much called out the Viper, but they didn't want to do a high mile per hour roll. Or no, Justin didn't want to do high mile per hour because he was on a 15-inch conversion, so 15-inch wheels, and obviously it's super sketchy over 180 or so. So I believe he wanted to do a 6160, and the Viper's power comes in up top because of the Motec. So they finally agreed to a race, and some of the stipulations we have here in Detroit is you break, you pay. So if your car breaks during the race, you're still going to pay, and a chase is a race. So if somebody jumps, which I don't think he purposely jumped, I think the Viper kind of slept, but Justin ended up leaving before he did, and the Viper still chased him. So chase the race means, hey, look, you still raced. If you didn't think it was an even start, then you shouldn't have went. And the guys in Texas have either never heard of that or they don't play by the same rules. But that stipulation was put in beforehand, and they were a bit upset about it. A lot of the guys on the sidelines were betting and obviously lost, so they all wanted to kind of get their own input in that.
Yeah, and you would think like a state like Texas where the X2K is basically like the Super Bowl of racing, like they would race like that.
It's grudge racing. You're racing a car.
I guess they're just different.
Yeah, so I mean, Texas, there's a lot of racers in Texas, but grudge racing is grudge racing, and if you're racing for money, it's grudge racing. You're racing a car that you think it's either faster or a little bit slower than yours, and you want to make some money, and you want to grudge race. It's competitive, so they didn't like that, and they got into argument over it. But I mean, I think no matter what, the race went on, and that was it. It's a street race. It's not a eventful track race where there's certain rules and stuff, and you can rerun it. It's on the street, and anything that happens.
And eventually, he got paid, right? And
Yeah, so he ended up getting paid for it. He got paid beforehand because we had actually I think I was a mediator in that. I don't remember if it was me or another person, but he ended up still getting paid because of the stipulations. But obviously the people weren't too happy about it.